free. That's right, get a free preview of how to flip houses for easy profits. Click the Academy button to begin your path to wealth.
Hi, I'm Mike. I'm from Florida. I just wanted to take a quick minute and do a video for Peter and the Academy for one reason, and that's because of results. You know, when I first ran into his Real Estate Investing Academy, I was pretty skeptical, and I'd been thinking about flipping houses for a while, and I got to say, for someone who's done more than 3,000 flips like Peter, that's pretty impressive. And the Academy, it's different. You know, most gurus, they just jam you into a hotel conference room for a weekend, and then they cut you loose. And honestly, I'm not sure how anyone can build a business in just one weekend. And what I like most about Peter's Academy is there are 3 hours of training videos from marketing and negotiating and deal management and how to find investors, you know, to fund your deals. Peter's got my back. I can ask him questions anytime and get help in his forum. Thanks, Pete.
Atlanta bound we go.
Well, we're starting the day off nice and early. We're heading towards Atlanta right now, where one of the country's best real estate investors, who has really fine-tuned the system, where he has over 1,000 people calling him a week to sell their homes, and he's buying 4 or 5 of those, actually closing on 4 or 5 per week. Now, some of those houses are great rental properties, some of those houses are great wholesale properties to buy and immediately resell. So I'm really anxious to go see how that system works. We are now in Atlanta, and we're going up to see Peter's office.
How are you? Good to see you.
We're gonna make real estate as easy to buy as buying a CD.
Gotcha.
Okay? You write a check, you get lots of checks.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the bottom line. So we wanted to make it so simple.
We've been doing it now for like 7 years, and our whole business model, we're kind of like a turnkey. So we do everything from the landscaping to the deep cleaning, roofing, electrical, plumbing, anything that you need done, we can do.
You know, Max could be on just managing to do, you know, some light renovations too.
Yeah, we have 2 construction crews full-time, drive around to all the homes, and we do about 3, 4 full rehabs a month.
I'll teach you what I know, you teach me what you know.
Okay, so the negotiators, you know, once they talk to the sellers, they obviously are negotiating deals. They also send their own contracts as well. So I will explain Atlanta, same marketing that anybody else in this business does. We just do it better and maybe a lot more of it. And they do have a book that lays out every question, okay? However, I believe in improvising and being yourself.
Conversation.
Yeah, let me get a lead sheet and I'll run you through a call. Well, thank you so much for calling. Can I get your name?
My name's Eric.
Hey, Eric, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well.
Doing great, great. Well, let me go ahead and get the address so I can take a look at your property and give you an offer. People often wonder to me, how in the world can I give them a cash offer right over the phone without seeing the property, okay? I believe in trusting in people, number one, okay? And then if I find that out to be different, I'll call you back and I'll renegotiate the price. Here's how I figured this out. Listen, on a scale between 1 and 10, 10 meaning I could eat off the floor, it's a beautiful house, 1 meaning there ain't no floor, okay? And 5 meaning there's a floor, but just barely. Where would you say your property is? One thing that I love about us is we deal in volume. So with us closing anywhere between, low 6 in a week, upwards of 12 in a week.
6 signed contracts, or are you talking about closing?
Closing.
Purchase closings.
Mm-hmm. Those are return postcards. And I actually pull all these out and skip trace these people.
Do you go anywhere else besides MLS or no?
Tax services is a good thing to use. The listings is the number one thing because that's just what's out there.
So once the contracts come back, this lady right here gets them to closing. We provide inventory for all different sets of investors in this area.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, Willie. Wow, look at some of these discounts.
Kind of big and mansionette, so they
Regular middle class neighborhood.
about 125,000.
So this property here is at 63 $1,000, so we're at about 50% of market value.
Yeah, it's on 1.5 acres.
It's a very budget-oriented, high rate of return. So that's, it's a great starter investment. So that's what it has to be looked at. See, this is a really good example. We're in a neighborhood where it's become very popular to find some of these older homes, and as you can see, this house right next door, someone bought this, giving it a nice facelift and making it a very attractive house. And soon you'll see that happen to more and more houses in this neighborhood.
Well, even beyond that, or do you want to go find your own deals? Is that what you want to do? You know, if you do, here's what it takes. Which, by the way, is the hardest part. No question.